Well, Valentine's Day is tomorrow and spring is just around the corner and swimsuit season will be here before we know it. So what can we do now to look our best? Well, let's ask Dr. Bill Johnson of Innovations Medical. You're a good person to ask, Dr. Bill. How are you?
Good morning.
Let's start talking about getting ready for spring and summer. What can we do to get our bodies in shape?
Yeah, it's getting time to be thinking about the beach, because anything that really works takes a few weeks to a couple of months to get started. So if you're doing something now, it's when you're ready for the beach. Now, we've got some pictures of beaches in Brazil.
Look at all those beautiful people. It's Brazil, that's why.
Yeah, and we've got some pictures of beaches here in the United States. About 40% of those Brazilian beaches have had body shaping procedures, and only about 4% at the United States beaches. So almost everybody in South America, they're really into liposuction and body contouring techniques.
40% versus only about 4% here in the States. Why aren't we catching up with this innovation that's at our disposal?
Yeah, we're still a little behind, and I think they've really got the concept in South America.
We're not a little behind, we're a big behind, right? I guess that's more of the joke.
Good point.
All right, so what techniques work for body shaping?
Yeah, nowadays liposuction still remains the gold standard, but more and more people are getting into the concept of liposculpture.
Right.
And because we really can shape and contour and sculpt out the pieces like this man, where we sculpt out a six-pack and give him the abdomen that he really wants. And it's important, if you're looking around, if you're shopping for someone to do this, you want to make certain they have a liposculpture attitude and tool set. For instance, smart lipo or laser liposuction. The real advantage of laser liposuction is its ability to tighten the skin.
Yeah, it's that extra additive.
It's that piece.
So great.
It melts fat.
Right.
But that's not really what the main thing is, because you still have to come back and suction the fat. You have to have the right tools to get the fat out and get the shape that you want.
Wow.
We use vibration-assisted liposuction, or tickle liposuction, because it does a great job of shaping and sculpting, and also really helps avoid some of the unevenness and rippling that liposuction has been known for in the past. We can really avoid some of those problems.
Oh, that's great. And I know we just saw it also on the arms too. There's so many areas that are just hard to get that great skin tightening, or over time you've gotten some sagging and bagging and huge before and afters.
Yeah, and you don't see the kind of tightening with arms in particular without the laser being added. So liposuction is a good technique on the arms, but it's a really good technique when you add good skin tightening.
All right, let's head back to South America for a minute. Let's talk about when we want a little bit more. We don't want to take out, we want to add, like the breasts, the buttocks. What do we do there?
Well, implants are a real good option for some women.
Okay.
And this is an area where you want to be real careful. This is not the place to go with the lowest cost. Okay. You want to go with someone that has a lot of experience and someone that their patients or other doctors recommend. Now, a lot of women prefer a more natural alternative, and fat transfer to the breast or to the buttocks is a great natural alternative.
Right, it's your own fat.
It's your own fat, and it's not a bad place to perhaps save a little cost, because we harvest the fat by doing liposculpture in an area, so you kind of get a 2-for-1 deal for around the same cost.
Right.
So it is a good alternative, both cost-wise and as an alternative to having an implant.
Okay, and so if you don't want surgery, thermage is always the gold standard.
Yeah, thermage is a great technique. It uses radio frequency heating to tighten the skin, and you can take an inch or two off the waist in an hour or so. And it really is a great option, and you can see it can make a big difference over time in how the abdomen works. Liposonics is another good choice if you don't want surgery. It uses highly focused ultrasound to destroy the fats permanently.
Liposonics is so amazing. That's one of the greatest innovations that you've brought on the show.
Yeah, it really is a great tool.
Liposuction without the surgery. Okay, quickly, specials.
Well, specials, we've got probably the last big special, because we're coming up on the busy time of the year. So we're going to take $1,000 off between now and the end of the month. Your liposuction or your fat transfer procedure, now's the time, because starting in March, March, it'll be a long time before we have those kind of specials again.
All right, Bill, thanks so much. Innovationsmedical.com is the website to know. 214-420-7970 and 817-744-7901 are the numbers to know. And as always, if you have a question for Dr. Bill, drop him an email, questions@innovationsmedical.com. And we'll be right back.